It's scary starting new things. You can almost hear the thoughts of others, the judgment, the silent opinions forming. I think a lot of people are afraid of these things. I definitely am. Being creative is such a vulnerable experience. It's not just making something, it's like opening your chest and pouring your heart out onto a canvas. Starting is the hardest part for me. Once I'm rolling, I can't stop, but actually starting, it's so hard. Analysis paralysis, anxiety, self-doubt, whatever it is, I'm sure I've got it. When I was younger, I was always obsessed with rearranging my room. I'd drag my bunk bed across the room, put my desk underneath the top bunk, and shove my dresser into the closet. I do it so often that I could almost predict my mom's look every time she opened my door to find a completely new layout. And every time she'd be surprised, like she was thinking she walked into the wrong room. After a couple of days, the novelty would wear off. I'd feel the urge to redesign everything, and you get the idea. Looking back, I realize it wasn't the final look of my room that I loved the most. Sure, I mean, having a cool room was fun, but it was the creative process that really mattered. The journey itself was liberating, a way for me to feel in control in a world where I had none. Rearranging my room let me make the rules, and I felt alive. This feeling isn't something I left behind in childhood. It hit me recently how much creativity has been a through line in my life, giving me that same sense of control and joy in ways I hadn't fully realized. My wife Kyla is an artist at heart. She recently started taking a pottery class every Saturday. She creates these beautiful bowls and cups. Every week she's thrilled to tell me all about what she's made. The smile on her face says it all. It's like she's built her own little world in that pottery studio. It's fulfilling for her to shape clay into something real, tangible, and uniquely hers. Every piece she creates is an expression of herself, and she's in control of that small clay world. I see the same joy in her that I felt as a kid when I would rearrange my room. It's not about the finished product, it's about the freedom and excitement of the process, and the thrill of making something from nothing, just to see where it goes. Creativity doesn't always have to look creative in the conventional sense. It's just as real in a pottery studio as it is in a bedroom makeover. So here I am, a little older, maybe a little wiser, realizing how much creativity has shaped my life. It's easy to think creativity belongs to artists, the famous painters, the popular musicians, but it's so much more than that. Creativity is everywhere. It's available to anyone. It can show up in pottery, interior design, or for me in videography. The medium doesn't matter. What matters is finding a way to open up your heart and pour it onto your canvas. For Kyla, it's pottery. For me, it's filming. Creativity is still scary. It's a vulnerable experience, but I've learned it's worth every ounce of hesitation. But it's not about being fearless. It's about starting anyway, even with the doubts. It's about showing up, trying, and giving yourself the permission to enjoy the journey, wherever it leads. So if you're out there scared to start something new or put yourself out there, just know you're not alone. You don't need a masterpiece or a perfect end product. I mean, look at this video. Just find something that lets you feel that spark, that thrill of creating. It doesn't matter what it is, just start. Create your own little world where you make the rules. Embrace the journey, not just the end result, because that's where the magic is, and that's where you find yourself.